Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be going through a conspiracy, however you want to look at it, but this is something I picked up on, and that is going to be what's the difference between Sean Combs and P Diddy. So in my Tupac reading that I did on was Diddy really involved there, I picked up on two different sides of Diddy, and it's almost like it was two different entities or people or personalities, one would say. And I wanted to take a look into the Sean Combs, and then I wanted to take a look at P Diddy, like almost separate. Because even in my original, in my Biggie reading too, it felt like there was a shift there. So if you guys want to go check those out, I'll have that linked in my Diddy playlist here at the end. But I really just wanted to take a look at there seems to be a difference between Sean Combs and P Diddy. And I wanted to see, is there two different, do we have like a split personality disorder allegedly? We're not diagnosing anyone, but I wanted to take a look at it because even then, like with my original P Diddy reading, I'm like, Sean isn't a monster. Maybe P Diddy is, but Sean wasn't a monster. And I'm like, it was very, very odd wording. So it's like Sean versus P Diddy because it's almost like they're two different people. Allegedly, maybe we're gonna see. So that's what I want to take a look into today. Also, just quick reminders then, as we get into it here. Remember, everything I'm sharing is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. My opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. If you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Otherwise, feel free, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so using the website link down below in the description box. Otherwise, become a YouTube member. See videos like this early. We've got some new members-only content that's going up. You get personal discounts on personal readings, pretty big discounts, all for $3 a month, which I think is a pretty darn good deal. One reading pretty much pays for your membership, that discount for like 4 or 5 months, even longer. So just letting you know on that. So let's take a look into, I want to take a look at just what is, can we just get like a, I want to get like a general vibe of P. Diddy versus Sean Combs. Is there a difference? And I'm hearing quite literally yes. So at the heart of I'm thinking the vessel, yeah, of Sean Combs. We have the strength card here. Cerberus, 3 heads, 1 body. There's multiple people. Or there's multiple personalities is what it feels like. Maybe there's 3, maybe there's 4. We'll take a look more into that number. But yeah, at the center, there are different sides to Sean that people see. Why is this? Because he wants to hide who he truly is. It's like a coping mechanism. It's like judgment reversed. We're wanting things to stay long dead and buried. We don't want things getting out. It's like there's pieces of me that I don't want others to see. Judgment. I want to hide it. I want to bury it. Other information about this is the Wheel of Fortune. And what I'm getting drawn to more about this Wheel of Fortune is the 10 or the X symbol at the top. So Wheel of Fortune's good luck, good opportunity. It could just be I needed to do this to be able to make the money. However, I'm getting drawn to the X or 10 symbol, and it's like this is for me to complete things. It's like I'm completing cycles because 10 is at the end, or it can represent, people look at it as like 10, you're ending things. People can look at 10 and it's like a 0. It's like you're starting things. It's like the beginning and the end at the same time. I'm looking at it from this perspective of like 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's all about like the ending of things. And looking at it as like the financials, this is like an ends to a mean. I get to make money and I get to express or get my needs met in different ways with different personalities potentially. Hopes and fears, the Death card. It's almost like within him, it's like one version had to die for a new one to come up. It's like the hopes and fears. It's like I get a death and a rebirth. And I'm getting like the age range of like 4, 5, 6-ish is like when one version of them had to die and a new one had to be reborn. And I'm getting very young, like 4, 5, 6, like holding a transformer in his hands, like clutching it to his chest. I don't know how old he is. I don't know if Transformers was around back then, but like that's the imagery I get around this. And it's very sad because it's like he had a very, very short childhood. uh, or yeah, short childhood. He had to grow up very, very fast because of circumstances and things going on around him. Unseen obstacle. Yeah, I had to transform. I had to become a different person here. It's like Dr. Jekyll turning into Mr. Hyde. You're going from one cycle. It's also we're starting a new cycle. We're starting a new person, a new personality, a new thing because the old one is no longer and we're transforming into the next one. He had circumstances that happened to him very young. I don't know anything about his mother. Maybe if you guys are interested, let me know if you want a reading. I saw that she just put something out about her son. Uh, but what else we got here? The other challenge, unhappiness. He lost his innocence so freaking young. He lost it so young. Again, people are like, "Oh my goodness, what did Diddy do to Usher?" And then Usher maybe brought in Justin and like that whole cycle. And I'm like, that it started before Diddy. Diddy was even, or Sean, vessel. Cause like it's like the vessel was gone. It's like the vessel was corrupted. Also, I'm getting drawn to that voodoo doll, where it's like you can do anything to the voodoo doll, right? That you want, right? Right? And it hurts other people. Did he have like a stepfather or like a male figure in his life that maybe his mom dated? Because didn't his father. I was reading some comments and it's like, yeah, his dad died when he was like really, really young due to like gang stuff. But it's like, I don't know who came in after that. That was like an influence on Sean's life, but like that person was not a good person, and it's almost like started it down this path. What was going for him? The high priestess. I can balance out the dark and the. It's like balancing out dark and light, but I'm also looking at the high priestess. It's the. I'm getting drawn to the story of Medusa and what happened. Medusa was a priestess of Athena, who was then assaulted violently by the god Poseidon, and Athena came in and made like people look at it as a punishment, as a curse, as a punishment, as something that was good. But it's like whenever anyone who looked at Athena would turn to stone. And that's what this kind of feels like here is like what was going from. It's like, I'm going to be so powerful that others can't hurt me anymore. It's like Sean was Medusa. It's like, this has happened to him, but it's like, I'm not going to let it happen to me again. I'm going to have the tools to not be the victim anymore, but to be the victor. Here in the past, the Justice card. Yeah. Bad decisions, but also people maybe getting away with doing bad things. Uh, Also, just decisions. This is like, it was a conscious decision that was made. It's like, I want to be this person. And you know what? This old version of me needs to not be here because I need to be able to focus on me here in the future. I need to be strong. I need to show up. I need to be the largest and in charge. Oh, gosh. And then here in the future, the Hierophant. I'm committed to this. I will be the leader of my own stuff. Whatever. It's like he wanted to play God a little bit. It's like, because it's like everything that happened to him when he was young, it's like, I'm not gonna let this happen to me again. And it morphed into, I think, him wanting to play God and him thinking he is God. My opinions here. Also, like, so for those of you like Sloan Bella, she's wonderful. She says it like it is. Can she go off the everyone have your own discerning moments of what you believe, what you don't believe, yada yada yada. But like, she has a she there's a story that she was telling that like I keep getting back reminded to, and it's like when you start young, or like when people are hurt young, and even like the especially in those formative stages. Like I have a friend who's like doing amazing work in early childhood education and advocacy for it, because within those first year to the first 0 to 5 years of age, that pretty much dictates like those formative years and how you're treated, what are things going on, like helps regulate you so much, and it, like affects you 20, 30, 40, 50 years later into how do you deal with stressors, what are your coping mechanisms, regulating your emotions, splitting of the things. And what I'm feeling here, because it feels like it happened so young, his innocence was taken from him so freaking young. And it's like that guy, it with those experiences he had when he was so young, like again, this is all alleged, no facts, but it's like you get hurt and you're almost like damaged on a psychological level. Being that damaged on a psychological level, as you're going to age and grow, there are going to be people out there who might want to take advantage of people who have been stunted emotionally, mentally from experiences early in their life and that have been damaged. And that's what this kind of feels like. It's like we had to get different coping mechanisms, or different personalities for different situations to help cope with situations, because when we were younger, we had to disassociate, we had to compartmentalize to deal with the trauma from what happened. If you would ask Sean today if anything happened to him when he was younger, he would say no, because it's been compartmentalized to a different personality that he is now. I don't think he has. Like when I look into my head, like how I see Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, and how it's all kind of like laid out. It's like there's the central figure of, I see this as the vessel. And in the vessel, there is P Diddy, Puff Daddy. And then part of Puff Daddy, there are two distinct sides. There is the, oh, I'm going to be ruthless. I don't care who you are, a violent individual. And then like there's the other side of Puff Daddy, who is the kind, caring, I'm going to shower you with affection because that's what I'm needing. And that one's so damn it. Like, and like around that person, like the aura around it almost looks, it's bumpy, it's wavy, it looks like a cloud. But like within that cloud, it's so toxic, and like it can change. Like it's almost like a decision tree. It's like you can go one way, because like within Puff, and then like within that one, like, oh gosh, I don't know what you would call him. There's like the violent version of him, and then there's the non-violent version of him, and then this non-violent version. Then there's two aspects to the non-violent version. One that kind of goes back to, I want to be loved and cared for, so I'm going to show love and care for other people, expecting it back. But then on the other hand, there's like the one of, I'm going to be helpless because I don't know what else to do. It's super, he's been so like his brain, like, and that's just one, that's like Puff Daddy. And then there's Sean Combs, and Sean Combs has like five different people or like five different versions of Sean Combs that you'll find. And like that's what I'm seeing. And I'm wondering, when I picked up on in the Tupac reading, that was so weird. Cause like it looked like an adult version and a kid version and a teen version. And guys, I'm so sorry if this might be a little bit confusing. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. Because, like, what it looks like here is again, there's multiple different personalities. Within Sean, there's like five of them. Within P. Diddy, there's like maybe three or four of them. But then, like, and those are like two subsects of him. Because he's been split so many different times. which is kind of where I feel like if some people would be like, if you met him, like if they met Sean Combs versus Puff Daddy, like he's three different people. Like you can see him in one side to another side to another side, but here's the thing: everyone be like, "Oh, that's just P Diddy," or "That's just how he is," and it's like, no, that it feels like they're separate people with like separate memories, separate twisted things going on. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. So, with that, then, I'm going to just go right into the tarot. And I want to look at what was this? What was the. Let's take a look at his relationship with his mom. That's one thing I really want to look at. I just want to look at what's his relationship with his mother. It's an important one. It's so important. It's so important. And it's where everything goes back to. You want to know how he's gotten to the stage that he's been in. It all comes back to her. Comes back to her. And I don't know her situation. I don't know how they grew up. I don't know what she had to do. So, can I blame her for. Can we put blame on someone for the circumstances that they might have been put into? No. However, it feels like there is more. There's God bless her. Okay, I just want to take a look into her. Who is she? What is this relationship between her and Sean? What's the relationship between her and Sean? And then I want to see what's the relationship between her and Puff Daddy. There's more. We're just gonna keep to those two. To those two types. They are two separate people. They are two separate people. And I don't care if be like, but this and addition. It's like, no, they're two separate people. One is crying out for help but doesn't know how, and the other one is just nothing. Okay? So what's this relationship between him and his Sean and his mother, the star? So this this God. Okay. Okay. So relationship between her and Sean. She wanted him to always be a star. She wanted him to always be famous, big, bold, out there, always be known. Why is this? Because the Ten of Cups reversed. This is maybe something this is like, it feels like her dream that she had once upon a time, or what she was convinced of, because they saw someone who was in tough times, and this is two people just having drinks reversed. This directly comes from, I think, her having a need to, I need Sean to be a star so we can do something. This is like the mom wanting to live vicariously through their children. That is the vibe I am getting. Financial influences, the King of Swords reversed. Also, this is like bad contracts. She did not know what she was doing. I don't know how early Sean was put into the entertainment industry. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. Actually, this is why we have freaking Google. Let me just go look this up really quick. Okay, so I just looked that up. And so what it looks like is, looking at Sean. Sean got into the entertainment industry in the 1990s. I just did a quick research. So, but like looking at this here, it's like, mom, how is this? It's like, mom's like, you got into bad contracts, he got swindled. Financial influences, the King of Swords, someone got you swindled into something. Here also with the Ten of Cups reverse, the star. It's like, when it comes to Sean, it's like she wants to maybe see him shine too. However, the hopes and fears here, it's like nine of wands. You got to defend yourself against who you are, what you want. Bar the doors. Keep who you are to yourself. I don't know if she was a really emotionally available mother. I'm hearing no very clearly. And with that emotional, not being available emotionally, as I looked at it, it's like, he was born in 1969. His father was murdered in 1974. So he was like 5 or 6. Something happened around 5 or 6. I can just see it. And I'm just, I am clutching my transformer or my toy to my chest, and I am scared. I am terrified. Something like I don't know what happened. Someone hurt him so bad, and that was the first major fracture. God. Does mom know about that? Did mom know about that incident of maybe getting hurt when he was like 6 or 7? No. What? But did she know it was possible? Yes. What in the world? Yeah, 9 of Wands here is the hopes and fears. It's like you need to defend yourself. You need to be able to bar yourself against and the such. Unseen obstacle. These two had very differing ideas on maybe what Sean was going to go to school for, what Sean was going to do within the like, I don't know if she wanted him to go down the path that he did. I'm hearing no. But is she reaping the rewards of it now? Yes. Fighting on stage. Also, I don't think she likes how... This is very odd. Because something got elevated or new out. This is weird. The other challenge between the two of them, the 3 of Wands. She has more control over Sean than what people believe. Like, is he a mama's boy? Yeah, like, just look at this. It's like the woman in the forefront putting all this incense, and then the sun comes up. This is a very weird dynamic. Because, like, she has more control over him or knows more about him than anyone else. Does she know about his multiple sides to him? Yes. Yes, she does. Does she encourage it? Not directly. It's a very, very odd come together type of situation. And she's very much like, Sean made a lot of money. We're both very wealthy. Here in the past, the Queen of Swords, yeah, there's no emotions. She's a very unemotional, available individual. And here in... Remember, all alleged. All alleged. No facts. No facts. No facts. I don't know what's going to be coming out about these two. This is a very weird dynamic. I don't like this. I don't like this. He's a mama's boy, yes. But why is my I'm going to go do bad things at night to people card coming out here, and like the future for their like, this reminds me of like someone coming in the middle of the night, crawling into your bed and doing things without getting consent. That's that card. That's my 9 of Swords. What? Between mom and Sean? What sort of weird, screwed up dynamic do these two have? Like, it's not normal. This relationship is not normal between her and Sean. This relationship was not normal. It's like, if you guys want me to do a deep dive on the mom, let me know. This is weird. I don't like any of this. Is like, you just can't. Also, looking at that 9 of Swords, hopes and fears, you got to keep things to yourself. You can't keep things secret. You can't always go tell everyone everything about what's going wrong. This mother frickety frick frack. I want to have so many words. I don't like moms who treat their children like shit. So, because I'm going to be doing a Kris Jenner deep dive, I'm going to have to probably, like, take so much, like, calming tea before I do that reading, because otherwise I might flip a lid, because I do not like mothers who treat their children horrible, or people who treat their moms bad. It is, like, it angers me a great deal. So... I am quite upsetty spaghetti with how she's treated him. The weird, I think, projection that she put on Sean, that Sean had to take. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if there would be allegations of them sharing a bed together for quite a long time. Some people would call it co-sleeping. But I would be like, ma'am, why is your 14-year-old son who's going through puberty sharing, not had his own bed? Like, that's the type of vibe I'm getting. Like, why does he need to sleep with you? It's not his choice, but it's yours. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay. Oh gosh, now I have cards flying all over the place. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna give this one more shuffle, and then let's take a look at the mom and P Diddy, and then I want to take a look at the. I want to take a look at the. We'll go from there. Okay, what is going on between Sean and his mother? Oh gosh, or P Diddy and his mom. King of Pentacles reversed. Greedy, selfish energy. Why is this? The Nine of Cups. Because we didn't get everything that we want. Very different energy than her and Sean. So, looking at her and Sean, it's like a weird codependent type of relationship there, or physical relationship. Here, it's like, I need you to get my money. I need you to get my stuff for me that I want. She's also not happy with Puff Daddy. I don't think she sees him as good enough. Like, this is where, like, she doesn't see him as good enough. You don't do good deals. You aren't giving me what I want. This is like her. Oh, God. Oh. Hopes and fears. Yeah, you're a failure. You aren't good enough. You are prey. You are not good enough. This unseen obstacles. The High Priestess reversed. She's the reason why there's two Seans. Or there's Sean and then there's Puff Daddy. She's the reason. She's the frickin' reason. Where it's like one aspect of Sean, it was like, I'm treating you like my kid. The other one, I'm treating you like the man of the house. And that's two different people. She treated Sean two different ways. So Sean had to react in two different ways. Where all the failures too, I think that she might have been feeling about her husband for whatever he did, that was projected onto Sean. All of the emotional needs that she needed projected onto Sean. And well, he had other shit going on. He had to be anything and everything for his mother. That's what this is. Because here's the challenge. Eight of Wands. I have to separate myself into a bunch of million different pieces for you. This is why. It all comes back to this. God bless her. Bless her heart, and everything that I hope she does dies in a hole and never is found, but that's just me. I don't like her at all. He had to separate into different pieces so he could satisfy her. That's why there's so many different versions of Sean. That's why there's so many different versions of P Diddy. She's the what's going for this relationship, the Knight of Swords. All the stuff that we've kind of heard now about what allegedly Diddy did to other individuals all came down from his mother. All the verbal insults, all of the feeling lesser than, all of the you aren't good enough, you can't make enough, you can't be enough, you are a disgrace, is what this kind of feels like. All that, it's like, why does Sean maybe make people feel so small and insignificant? It's because his mother did that to him, and now he is projecting those wounds onto others to make himself feel bigger and better, because otherwise his mother can put him down until nothing, until he's just a speck of dirt on the ground. Here in the past, Four of Swords as well. It's like the old version of you is gone. That's long and gone. You don't need to be here. We just need this next version of you. Yes, because I'm your... Oh, God, I hate her so much. Empress card, it's like, I'm going to be everything that you need. I'm going to be your Empress. I'm going to nurture you and be so better. The mom has so many issues. I don't know if this has been brought out or people have talked about it, but she's got her own mental issues that she then put onto Sean/Diddy, and then Diddy got his own and put those onto others, and it just if we look at where it started, that's where it started. And then I don't know, we can take a look into how did it get. I mean, maybe even she was questioning his sexuality, and that's maybe how like it even went down even more from there. It's like you can't be this way. I don't frickin' this is weird. I don't like her. She's the main influencer though. And like when it comes to P Diddy, why does he do what he do? His mother. Why does Sean do what he does? Sean is subservient to his mother. P Diddy is also subservient to his mother. But it's like where Sean is just trying to, I think, let her know, hey, I'm not doing okay. Like I need emotional validation. Uh, P Diddy, Puff Daddy, is going to his mother trying to appease her appetite in money, wealth, fame, just trying to be enough for her. He's not the asker. Sean's the asker. P Diddy's the one who's just doing everything he can to numb the pain. Think about it as like two brothers. You know how like you can have like the older brother who's just like trying to protect the younger ones, but in doing so, they sometimes become the person that they never wanted to be. And then like the younger brother to cope maybe like drinks a ton, uh, to like escapism. It's like one of them did an escapism, the other one did escapism in the like they both are escaping from the situation. But I know I'm fumbling this too, and I apologize. It's so freaking weird. Okay, next I want to take a look into. I want to take a look into P Diddy. I just want to take P Diddy, aka Sean. I want to take a look into the moment that, because like the entertainment industry was a big focus too. So I want to take a look into what's going on with the entertainment industry and how was that an influence on these two separate entities, like these two separate people within Sean. I'm hearing it's the crack that broke. It's the crack that broke. So it's like he goes into the music entertainment industry like kind of already fractured, but here or like there's cracks, but then in the industry they broke him. Yeah, he cracked. It's like I can't keep the two. It's like I can't manage the two anymore. I now need to be one or the other. Or it's like they fractured it so it could never be put back together again. It's kind of the vibe. So let's just take a look at that. Yeah, the magician. A mentor, someone who came in. I'm just going to close the curtains really quick. But yes, the magician upright. Gonna let your dreams be dreams. Put you to get back together. Anything that you want, we're gonna be able to do. Why is this the strength card? The entertainment industry made him who he is because they took parts of him and like I said, they fractured him. Where he came in cracked, he was now fractured. They could not put the two pieces back together anymore. Financial influences, you have to walk away from that old version of you. You aren't the old Sean no more. You are now the new Sean because that's what we want from you. Hopes and fears. And you know what? In being this new version of Sean, you can be the bigger. You can, instead of being the prey, instead of not being enough, you get to take down your enemies. You get to be the predator. You get to be the big man on top. People will fear you instead of you fearing others. Unseen obstacles, though, the lovers. He had to enter into a partnership that was toxic. That was a very bad dynamic. I'm seeing this as like a toxic dynamic. Very toxic. Where you had to get into. It's like you get to explore a new version of. The other challenge here is the Page of Swords reversed. We need you to do things to other. This is. What I'm getting here is like within the entertainment industry, he was given the opportunity to, instead of be the low man on the totem pole, he could be the high man on the totem pole. He gets to be the leader. But to be the leader, what you had to do was you have to, disconnect from people or engage into toxic relationships with other people. And with the Page of Swords reversed, it reminds me of you now have to go do this. It's like I see the person here is like, this is the person who's now, this is a phantom card. If you look at it, it's the person entering in unseen, unannounced to another place. Right? With a dagger in hand. He had to. It's like he had to go do that to other people. Like what was done to him, he got to now go do to other people. And I don't think original Sean was he like that? No. But that's who he got turned into. It's like you have to let go of the old one. But was going from the 10 of Wands, all those old issues, again, if you would ask him, oh, were you hurt in childhood? He would say no, but was he? Yeah, in my opinion here. Because at this new version of him, he gets to let go of all those old hurts, those old wounds, those old traumas. He gets to let go of that. He isn't that person anymore. It's the 10 of Wands reversed. It's like releasing of burdens. Here in the past, the Chariot, yeah, forward movement. I get to move away from these people, places, things that don't serve me anymore. And here in the future, I have options. I get to go decide between two different options of what I want to do. I can go be Sean, or I can go be P Diddy. And we went and we did P Diddy because that one made me feel more powerful. That's what the entertainment offered him, is a space to be powerful and not someone who he got to be the predator and not the prey. And he took that opportunity because it made him feel better. Allegedly. Okay. I'm going to do one last thing here, and I want to see if they're going to use this potential argument, because there is two, and I wonder if they would plead. Let's just take a look at, would they plead insanity, or would they plead that multiple personality, mentals, was the reason Sean did this in court? Like, would they stoop that low? Because I'm very curious. Because, like, I think if they wanted to, they could. And people would understand it from that perspective. But that would open up a whole new can of worms. So let's just see. Would they stoop to that level, essentially? 3 of Wands. They would go with the mom aspect, not the entertainment aspect. There's mom doing different things. With the 8 of Pentacles, would they? It's an option on the table to plead insanity. 3 of Wands. We're looking at different steps to kind of move forward. We're working hard to do that, to see what we have. If it protects our money, because Ace of Pentacles, we have the money to get those diagnoses with the Ace of Pentacles and the financial influences. Like, we can make money off of that. We can maintain reputations. We have the money to throw past that. There's a good case, hopes and fears. We can argue this Ace of Swords. I wouldn't doubt if we have maybe an insanity plea coming from Sean with everything coming out, or mentals were a major part of why everything happened. Unseen obstacle, the Tower reversed. Couldn't be, I mean, it could be worse, but it could be better. Like, we're avoiding complete disaster. That's the unseen obstacles, that we could be avoiding disaster with this. The other challenge is there's so much to overcome with it as him being a predator in this situation. But the industry and people are behind him, being like, this could definitely be, we might be seeing a mental health plea coming up here for Sean Combs' defense. If I was on that defense team, I'm not, but hot damn, there might be, here in the past, 3 of Cups reversed. Toxic people, like where I'm with like a toxic group of friends, like one other person. Here in the future, the 9 of Cups is if it keeps me in charge of everything. If it keeps me in charge of everything and I get to keep everything that I wanted and I get to bathe in my money essentially, or my resources, I'll do it. If I was Sean Combs' team, I would be heavily looking into this as an option for his defense. Allegedly. Because I think there's a very good case study and a very good argument here. I'm just saying, is he guilty of what he did? Yeah, in my opinion, yes. But this defense, it could work. There's merit behind it, which is the sad part. It's so fucking sad but it has merit, and it could be. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the fighting, Queen of Cups, bringing it all together. The Ace of, because of his trauma that he's suffered from mom, from other people, to get where he's needed to be, and all the backstrapping and betrayals and all the trauma he's gotten. The Ace of Wands reversed, especially from other men, other people. Like, it's a, I think they would argue it as a cycle. They would argue it as a cycle, and that's caused the mental health and everything from there. And there's so many different, there's so many sides to Sean Combs. I'm sorry. He might be, his legal name might be P Diddy. I don't care. Because Sean's still in there and crying and hugging that toy to his chest, just wanting someone to come and help him. And I cannot get that image out of my head, and I want to cry every time I see it because they are so fucking scared. I don't care if you're not. I had to swear. I am sorry. I am just over it. I want to. There are so many things I want to say. There are so many things that people are, and that there is so much evil in this world that is against mothers and kids and innocents and animals. And you know what? I am so freaking sick and tired of people treating others like shit, like crap, because they're just trying to get ahead or trying to help themselves. And I'm like, help your fucking self before you try and go and put that on your other kids or people around you. Because you know what? We cannot have that moving forward as a society, because if we can't stand together, we're all freaking screwed. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I am kind of heated right now. Thank you all so very much for watching. I care. And I care about a lot of people and everyone out there, because I think everyone deserves a shot at least getting a freaking childhood and living a successful and prominent life without having to hurt others to get there. So, if you guys want to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, feel free down below. I'll be in the memberships and the stuff. I'll be down in the comments replying to people. Otherwise, if you want to join YouTube members, you get a ton of benefits for $3 a month. Otherwise, if you want to book a personal reading, please let me know. Everything's available in my website, link it down below. Otherwise, thank you all so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!